This is video number 2 in a series. If you haven't watched video number 1, there is a card on the upper right hand and a link on the description for video number 1. Some of the things that Wayne had to do in order to get this pulled off was make arrangements with some of the other parents. Part of the logistics of getting me there is having a place for me to stay at. Don't get it wrong, I was expecting to stay on someone's couch, but Wayne wasn't having it. One of the parents, Amanda, is a real estate agent. She reached out on her network and got me a very nice place to stay at. I completely forgot to shoot video of the place, but I can tell you it is an Airbnb in St. Simons Island, Georgia. The owner of the place, Miss Tish, is a retired teacher. When she found out why I needed a place to stay, she donated her rental apartment for me. Thank you, Amanda, for making the arrangements, and thank you, Miss Tish, for allowing me to stay at your place. I wake up Friday morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready for a day to jump. The plan is to land on the beach at Peters Point, Florida, if the county will allow it. The drop zone lands there at times, but they have to clear the landings with the county. It has to do with the runway that is active at Fernandina Beach Municipal Airport. Peters Point is right in line with runway 13/31. If that runway is active, landing at Peters Point is not going to happen. This is very visible on Apple Maps' overhead photo of the area. Check this out. A plane, and then the shadow of the plane, and then the runway threshold, all in line. Off to Peters Point I go. I have to survey the potential landing area ahead of time. Peters Point Beach allows vehicles to go on the beach itself. I found this out when I went to survey the landing area. There's a wide lane marked out with posts for vehicles. Obstacle number 1 to clear. The dune to the west of the beach is undulating and full of scraggly bush. Oh, and there are 3 boardwalks that lead to the beach. Obstacle number 2. Condos to the north, condos to the south. Yeah, so if I'm gonna land on this beach, I better land on the beach. No big deal. The beach has an easy north-northeast line, and the prevailing winds are from the north-northeast. Landing area survey completed. Off to the drop zone I go. At the drop zone, I encounter a very typical old-school drop zone. A single trailer is the office, training area, packing area, and rigging loft. A wide-body Cessna 182 serves as our lift to altitude. This is new and I have never been here before, and is also very familiar. This is what the majority of skydiving operations in the United States look like. My home drop zone is a luxury resort by comparison, but this feels very homey. I introduced myself to the drop zone manager. He saw my name on the manifest for the day, but he expected me to be a tandem jumper, not a solo. The other jumper scheduled for today shows up. The winds this morning were a little fast, but still very manageable. By noon, the winds were too fast for skydiving. Today's plan has been scrubbed. Off to the beach I go to deliver the unfortunate news. But better this than risk someone, me, getting hurt. The rest of today's time at Peters Point is spent with a special event station and the kids doing radio-related things. Wayne set up 2 hidden foxes for the kids to transmitter hunt with homemade tape measure Yagis. A cookout and time with the parents and kids alike. Lots of conversation about what the kids are learning and about life in general. The kids are having a great time hunting transmitters. A couple of the kids even got past their mic fright and made their very first HF contacts using the special event station and guidance from the adults. Not exactly what we had in mind for the day, but still a productive day just the same. Wayne and Miss Betsy took me to dinner to a local spot in St. Simons Island. As one might expect, fish in coastal towns tends to be delicious. Saturday starts a lot like Friday did, with one exception. The winds are near zero. This is looking really good for today. The forecast is only showing a slight increase by noon, so we should be seeing something like 8-mile-an-hour winds at that time. A perfect day for skydiving. I get to enjoy the trek from St. Simon's Island to Amelia Island a bit more. I already know where the drop zone is. I know where the beach is. I have gotten the lay of the land. I can let my eyes enjoy the show of the Golden Isles of Georgia. This area is subject to tides like any other coastal area, but the way the grass grows in the tidal areas is something of beauty. I talked to Wayne about this. He told me he guides fishing tours on kayaks on the channels of the area, and that there are apparently some really nice fishing spots in there. I need to try and get down here for a fishing trip sometime. Not all the kids from yesterday are able to make it to the beach today. Life happens, mom and dad had other plans for the weekend, etc. We still head south to Amelia Island. The kids and the parents that can make it, make it. The kids that can't make it still might get their contact if they're able to get a hold of a radio, a control station operator, and if they can hear me. The line of sight is absolutely workable. It's time to get the jump done. So I'll see you in the next video. Parachute Mobile from Amelia Island, Florida. 7-3.